Alrighty, here we go. So as much as everyone else says it, the Flash first 3 seasons was definitely the peak of the Flash show. After that, it kind of got, some of the stuff kind of got redundant and there was a lot of bad writing. But what you don't know, there was bad writing from the beginning, season 1. And then this kind of became a recurrent thing. So apparently, this is actually the real Reverse Flash Eobard-Thawne. But, and I get that they were trying to I think that what they could have done, this is what they could have done. You wanted this gag where there was always a difference in Harrison Wells from each universe, right? Okay. Then what you could have really did was keep the original Harrison Wells, keep him as the Reverse Flash, because I think that would have been better. Honestly, we never really get to see him fight the Flash as much as he has. And my problem with that was because I hated the fact that he stole Harrison Wells' identity to help make him build their particle accelerator faster, and did all this weird stuff that you really could have just honestly forced him to just do, and then possibly actually keep him alive, at least for the first season or whatever, during the background of all this thing, have Barry Allen become the Flash, have him keep Harrison Wells alive to wait out the plans or whatever. And I don't know how that would really work on paper or visually, but I really would have loved to see him be actually the villain, instead of it being that, oh, he transformed his identity into him. I think that whole bit was the dumbest part of the Reverse Flash. I really think that was the dumb part, considering that even when you go back in time, we get him. They don't, I wanted to see him fight. And then the thing that I hated about the Flash was that they didn't let everything come around full circle to the end. That was the whole point from season 1. To make everything come full circle, to be in this constant loop, which came first, the lightning bolt or Barry, he becomes the lightning bolt that struck him. He goes back and strikes himself, and it's this thing. It's like the analogy, what came first, the egg or the chicken type of thing. And that's kind of you're living in this loop, this consistent infinity loop where everything continues to happen. How it starts is how it ends. How it ends is how it starts. I really would have liked to see him be the main Reverse Flash throughout the whole entire series, versus this gag where we kill off this Harrison Wells, get a new Harrison. You could have even kept that gag, because Harrison Wells is not even a real character in part of the Flash universe. You could even kept this little gag with all these different Harrison Wells without actually having to add him to the plot of the story. So, with that being said, I think that would be one thing that I would change about the Flash. A second thing, which can probably be its own separate thing, was that I'm gonna talk about that in another video. But anyway, this is my main gripe, because the Reverse Flash is such a savage, good villain, and I feel like to an extent they ruined him, because this is what doesn't make sense. In the Legends of Tomorrow, when I don't forget this season in the episode, because it's been a while, they're fighting this Reverse Flash, which makes sense, but we never see him, this Reverse Flash, because technically he died, or whatever the case may be. So why even in later episodes of The Flash bring this Harrison Wells back? Once we kill this version of the Reverse Flash, because remember, the Reverse Flash found a way to allow himself to live through time itself, through different things through time. So he essentially, you kill one version, he still has another version that's going to come back. And technically, it's not that, in the show, from my consensus, it's not the actual Eobard-Thawne. It is basically, I want to say, a remnant. That's just kind of like our clone sent through time to do this and to chase Barry Allen and things like that. Because later on in the Flash show, we get the actual Eobard-Thawne from the future, but he unfortunately he ends up stepping in at the wrong time. But anyway, I think that they should have used this Flash in the actual show once they got rid of him and just kept bringing him back. They brought him back in such small ways that kind of annoyed me. And I don't understand, if I was the actor, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be pissed because I'd be like, this makes no sense. Honestly, I probably, there was really no, when you really think about it, you could have just kept him as the Reverse Flash and not even have to show his face. Because think about it. It's they bring up the multiverse. He's from the future. He could have been Eobard Thawne from the future that looked like a Harrison Wells. But I could be wrong about that. Y'all could cook me on that one. Who knows? He could have did what Zoom did and played it off like Jay Garrett. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Probably doesn't make sense. But I hated this. I hated this having two different Reverse Flashes. They would use him for certain episodes, and I wish that they would have just kept it with him. I felt like he was more menacing. And then they did this. I want to show y'all. They did this that just grinded my gears, that I didn't like. They did this. They gave him the Flash suit, but obviously the reverse. And again, he's the reverse. But that other suit looked way more menacing than this. This looks like he's just like in this suit, he reminds me of Incrediboy from The Incredibles. Like, just trying to be something he's not. Like, and just trying to, like Soulja Boy, copy his whole freaking flow, word from word, bar for bar. And I get he's the reverse, but this wasn't it. I hated this suit. It just grinds my gears. I really wish they had stuck with the other actor. But tell me what y'all think in the comments, okay?